Hi, my name is Vonnie Kalich, and I've been a fitness professional for 30 years and was invited to this Facebook group, the 10-Minute Quarantine Workout for Boomers by Andrea Leonard. Andrea, thank you so much for inviting me to be a part of this amazing opportunity to share my knowledge with people who are interested in doing some workouts from home. So I currently work for a Pilates studio here in Vancouver, Washington. It's called Club Pilates. So check us out, look us up online, and perhaps you'd be interested in doing some Pilates here in this area when this quarantine is all over. Anyway, so what I want to share with you today is something that I enjoy doing with my classes and for myself for the feet. Oh, and then something else before I get started. Andrea wanted us to share a little bit about ourselves. And so one of the things that I wanted to tell you is that I am a recent cancer survivor and longtime runner. In 2018, late September of 2018, I was out running and happened to sustain a knee injury that not until April did we find out that I actually had cancer in my right knee. It was localized to the tibial plateau, and of all things, it was stage 1 lymphoma. I am in remission and glad to be back to teaching fitness again. Still not running, still a couple stress fractures on my knee, but I am walking, and that feels really good and something that I can do during this quarantine time. So anyway, welcome to my home, and well, let's get started. So one of the things you will need is a band for this exercise. So if you happen to have one at home, or maybe you could get one online, or if you go to a Fred Meyer store here locally, I know you can still find some fitness stuff. And I know going to the store is not the best thing to be doing right now. And if you are out for groceries, then you might want to pick one up. But anyway, here we go. So I'm going to roll my pant leg up here. I'm going to take this band and I'm going to place it around my foot and so that I could cover up my toes. And I want to sit in a chair that I could sit really tall in, and I can keep my foot on the ground or I could lift my leg up, but I prefer you keep the foot on the ground, and then grab both sides of the bands without wrapping it around your hands. Put a little bit of tension into the band, sit up tall, find your belly, and then I want you to pull your toes back towards your shin as much as you can, okay? Find that place of comfort, maybe a little bit of discomfort towards that stretch. Then what I'm gonna do after I've given this a little bit of time is I'm gonna start to push through my foot like I'm pushing on a really heavy gas pedal to the place where I'm pointing my toes into something we call plantar flexion. Then I'm gonna draw the toes back, and I'm going to pull my foot back into that original starting position, which we refer to as dorsiflexion. Again, take a breath, and as you exhale, press down through the foot, pointing the toes. And again, on that inhale, draw those toes back into you. Or if you want, you can take longer breaths with this. And again, exhale, press and reach out through the toes, and then draw those toes back to you into that dorsiflexed position. Then we're going to take the foot and we're going to invert it. So we're going to pull the foot so the ball of the bottom of the foot comes in towards the midline of the body. Then I'm going to push down like I'm pushing on that heavy gas pedal and rotate my ankle around into what's called eversion. Then I'm going to repeat that process but going the opposite direction. Push out, down and around, and in. Let's do that again. Inhale to bring that foot in, exhale to rotate it out and around, and then let's reverse it. Push it out and around and bring it in. All while holding the knee still and just moving through the ankle joint and avoiding moving through the knee. Last time, bringing it all the way back to our start position. Then we're going to take it just into the inversion, so pulling that foot inward, and then everting it, pushing the foot outward. You can feel the muscles in your calf working. You can feel the ankle mobility taking place. And again, we're working to keep that knee nice and straight. And then take that band off, and then go ahead and stand up for me and walk around a little bit. Notice how that ankle, foot, and calf all feel a little bit different than the other side. All right? So let's do the other one, okay? All right, let's do that together. So let's go ahead and place it around your other foot. And again, we want to wrap the band in a way that we're covering up the toes so that we can, as we articulate through the foot, through this, what's called the longitudinal arch in the foot, we're really pushing through and elongating the muscles and shortening them and then lengthening them back out, okay? All right, so take a breath, and as you exhale, just pull the toes towards your shin, really getting a nice stretch through that whole ankle and calf and shin complex. All right, and then take a breath, and as you exhale, push down through the foot, pointing those toes all the way down, and then pull the toes back and towards the shin again. And again, press down and through, and pull those toes back. Be mindful of how you're sitting. Do the best you can to sit up nice and tall. One more time, pushing down through the toes and then drawing it back. Then I'm going to take the foot, turn it inward, and push down and through and out and around. And let's reverse that direction. Take it out, pull it back in and around, and again out, down and around. And one more time. Actually, let's do it one more each direction so we've got 3 of those. Last time, going out and then back into our original start position, and then turn the foot in, turn it out. Notice the difference between your right foot and your left foot. What felt different? Was one stiffer? The other one had more mobility? What might have taken place for you at that time? Was it hard to keep the knee still? Were you working to try to get the thigh to move around? So the thing we want to really work on is getting that ankle mobility. Okay, so the knee is staying still. All right, go ahead and stand on up and see how that feels. Feels really good to have my feet nice and relaxed. They're more stretched out, and so's the ankle and the shin. All right, well, welcome to this page if you haven't been here before, and I hope to see you again. Thanks a lot. Bye.